Welcome to HDPP Live on a Wednesday night to the UK and around the world with photos, memories and friends. This is HDPP Live. How are you this evening? Are you all well?
Hinckley District has been present for you, meeting friends old and new. Streaming Wednesdays and Saturdays too, with founder members Paul and Sue. The smiles that we bring are a heritage thing. HDPP, keeping history alive. HDPP, streaming HDPP live. Where local memories survive. HDPP, streaming HDPP live. Film clips, photos, memories and friends helps a dreary night go by. Wearing Hinckley's 6 of the best, stupendous quizzical high. The smiles that we bring are a heritage thing. HDPP, keeping history alive. HDPP, streaming HDPP live. Where local memories survive. HDPP, streaming HDPP live. Let's take you back in time. A community affair. We'll take you for a ride. Henson's Cab will take you there. We're making history. HDPP, chat room applauses. History supporting local causes. Streaming HDPP live. Betty is our queen bee, as sweet as honey candy. Dangerous Den here again. HDPP live. Hey, you know we keep it in HDPP.
Come on, you lionesses. Oh, good evening. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Welcome. Oh, lovely. What a lovely welcome, members. Thank you. Welcome to Hinckley District, past and present, live on this very muggy, close sort of Monday evening. And as you can see, yes, I am supporting the Lionesses. The girls do ever so good. Go, girls, go. I thought tonight I would keep this on. I've been supporting the girls all day, and I thought, I'm going to wear that in my broadcast tonight. So there we go. So the Lionesses, actually, they'll be playing half their game while we're still doing this. But to show our support for them, let them go all the way. Apparently. Good. Welcome. A Monday. Is it warm enough for you, missus? There were people out today without the coats on. Can you believe that? I said, look, they've got the coats on. Yeah, it's been a cracker, isn't it? A bit scary for possibly what's going to be coming our way in the coming days. Me and heat don't do very well, I must be honest. And I know a lot of people also find it hard going. So please, before you do anything else, make sure you've got plenty of water. That's the secret to the whole thing. Just keep drinking water. Now, I know a lot of us like a nice pint. Don't know why I said that to myself, but yeah, no, but it is important, water, not just alcohol. Let's just have some water as well. Anyway, good evening. First piece, Granville. First person in tonight, David Blower. We thought we'd lost him to the Archers, but no, he's here. Hi, David. Ian Walker's here, along with our Steve. Hello, Grandad. Lapping up the sun yesterday down there on the farm. And Hunt said, I'm sitting out in the sunshine. Good evening. You see, you might be enjoying us outside. Yeah. That's the thought. I mean, I have to be inside. I've get the set all set up this evening, and but some of you can enjoy this. Maybe you're out at the pub enjoying a pint down by the canal side, or on a pub garden somewhere. Or you might just be in Queen's Road, Ian Walker. Yeah. Daniel Coburn said, "Hi everyone. Sorry I missed last week. Yes, you were marked absent on the HDPP register." He said, "I was in Belfast, but now I'm paying for it. I have COVID again for a second time." Good grief. Well, I hope you're not feeling too bad with it, mate. But it is still about. People, we are finding that it's still about. And moving on, Ian Roberts is it. Ian, I believe it must have been you that went in and bought half the stock at Jasper's the other day. Thank you, because they do tell me these things. So I'm sure it must have been you, the way that we're describing it. If not, heaven help it if there's two Ian Roberts about. That's all I should say. Pat Galloway's here. Nice to know that you're here, Pat. Enjoy the programme as well. And the crops are here. Love it when the crops are in, You always know you're in for a good riotous night when the crops are. Dangerous Den, look, he's here too. Oh, hello, you marvellous members. Oh, Sue and Paul too. Dangerous Den with jelly and ice cream. Yeah, maybe some of you are tucking... Actually, ice cream just seems quite nice now. I might have to have a bit of ice cream during the course of this programme. You've set me off now, Dan. Clive Armstrong's here, wishing everybody a good evening as well. Jan Kirby's here. I bet she's got her pina colada out. It didn't mean to come out like that, Jan. I'm sorry. I apologise. Tim's here. Hi, Tim. And little Jane, who today... we've been in the company of little Jane all morning for the Hinckley Park School, and we were going around while the school shut, taking photographs of how the building has changed over the years. So we were having a good old nose there together, weren't we, this morning, Jane? Absolutely superb. Thank you. Lots of photographs for me to work on that to do for the pupils in the coming term. So there we go. Lovely. So, and Mary Blake's here. Gary Betterley, very hot. Got the dreaded lurgy. You're not the only one, mate. Trust me, you're not. So you got the lurgy. But can't stop us from barbecuing and watching HDPP. Nice one, Gary. Love it. You're all very enthusiastic tonight, I tell you. That's nice to see as well. Queen Bee is here as well, and I'm being warned. No more innuendos, please, says Ian Walker. Mind, you could have been right, yeah. No, Jan Kirby, no pina colada for me, Paul. Cheeky. No, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. No, let's behave. So, in the programme this evening, we have our regular features. We have Wearing Hinckley. We've got a nice little Haniogram, and we've got some nice little features for you this evening, which I hope you're going to enjoy. See how much we can cram in. We'll also, by the end of the night, have a nosy. Got a nice little nosy with our Steve. So, as always, before we start, a quick thank you to our sponsors, who are always helping Hinckley District past and present, one way or another. We thank them so much for their wonderful support. That is really, really appreciated by all of the members. Now, just to remind you that for any new members that are watching, we've got a series of DVDs we've produced over time, all available at Jasper's, indeed. And we thank Jaspers for giving us some space like this, for example. Selling key rings, badges, pictures, hats and mugs, and they're great. We went in the other day, actually, Saturday morning we nipped in, and the tin, thanks to, I think a lot to Ian Roberts, was quite a lot to fetch out the tin for our Good Causes Fund, so thank you. Every single penny that we raise from our merchandise, etc., goes into our Good Causes Fund. So thank you very much, and they are always there at Jasper's. So go along there. Now, if I don't know if we've got any birthdays in the group today, I don't think... Oh, right, yes. Ian Roberts just said, "Yes, Paul, it was me." Look, "Yes, Paul, it was me. There used to be 3 Ian Roberts in Hinckley." Oh, no. Oh, scary. but I thought it must be you, Ian. And seriously, thank you very much. Honestly, that really goes a long way. Oh, somebody else in France with Gary Betterley. He hasn't got the continent. He hasn't got the whole country to himself. And that's Dave Kiddy. Hi, Dave. From a very hot France. Yeah, we're on our road trip. Now, I know France is a big country. I don't know how far you are. I don't know where you are, and I don't know how far away, indeed, Gary is from you. But it'd be nice if you could wave as you went by. Ooh, Kiwi! That'd be good, wouldn't it? Imagine Dave Kiddy going down one of the roads, and there's Gary Betterley. It's like, Kiwi! Brilliant stuff. Anyway, sorry, I'm jesting. A lot of fun tonight. Okay, so let's have a little bit of fun this evening. Also, they're in Normandy. Oh no, a bit far away from Gary Betterley. I think actually, because I think Gary's more in the middle somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, anyway, let's move on. We're in Hinckley. This is the part of the programme where we show you a building or something of interest locally. You have to guess where it is. Yeah. Which reminds me, I haven't seen Kath or John Denny. Maybe they're proofreading the book. Maybe they're proofreading the book. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. I couldn't resist it. Sorry. Yeah, all right. Okay. No, maybe they're not proofreading the book. So, we're in Hinckley. Remember, don't put your answer on the screen. Remember, keep it to yourself. Where in Hinckley is that now? You see, I always tend to take these pictures up. Now, it could be one of two places, but which one is it? Bit of a trick question tonight. So where in Hinckley are we? We could be in one of two places. I'll let you have just a quick look at that. Admire that little bit of architecture. There is a tiny clue in there, actually. Have a look at it. Meanwhile, while we're looking at that, Gary Betterley says he's down the N20 turn off at Salat. So there you go, Mr. Kiddy. Go down the N20, turn off at Salat, and say hello to my friend from a long, long time ago, over 50 years ago. It must be Gary. And that's how you'll find him. So where in Hinckley are we? There we go. Answer coming up later on. We'll show, and you'll go, oh, wow. Trust me, you will. And if you've no good on that, don't worry, because you can always have a go at our anagram, and the same will go for the anagram. Don't put the answer on the screen. You can say, yes, I've got it, but let's do it. Right, I'll put the right question on the screen. I always have to do that first. There we go. There's tonight's anagram. So we'll leave that on the screen a moment. Democracy Queens Thrashes. Oh, Thrashes Queens Democracy. Or Democracy Thrashes Queens. Whichever way round you like it. Whoa, what can you come up with that? I'm looking for two pubs. That's all I'm going to say. Looking for two local pubs in there. Have a look. In fact, come to think of it, I've just realised that the anagram king, that is Jeff Wallace and Anna, I don't think they're here yet. I don't know. Oh, good evening, John Fletcher, by the way. Right, and Jennifer Richardson. I haven't seen anybody. Mind you, the text goes by so quickly. Maybe they are here. But there you are then. Democracy, Queens, Thrashes. I'm looking for two local pubs. After all, it's a lovely night. We ought to be outside the pub on a night like this. So, there we go. Democracy, Queens, Thrashes. Right. Oh, Barrington. Lovely stuff there. So, that's it. And when you get it, just say, I know, or I don't know, or whatever. Okay, but do not put it on the screen. Thank you very much. Okay, right then. So what have I got lined up for you this evening? Well, got a bit of burbage for you tonight. And I thought to start with, for those of you that feel a little bit... good evening, Jeff. We are here. Good evening. Good job I didn't talk about him, isn't it, then? That's a good job. I'm glad you could join us, Jeff. If you're feeling a little bit sort of, maybe if you're in, a big town or wherever you're viewing this particular programme from, and you feel you want to get out into the countryside a bit, well, I thought, this will be a nice little trip out. When did I start a little trip out in the countryside, yeah? This one, a nice little local trip out. I've shown it a long, long time ago. Thought, worth another little go. A nice little sort of 8-minute ride up the old foss in a Jeep affair, in a Land Rover Discovery thing. Okay, so sit back. Here we go. Enjoy this little off-roading piece as we're on the old Fossway heading up from the fields up to the top of High Cross. That's where we're going to go this evening. So as we go along, enjoy the view. In the meantime, as we're doing this, I can also tell you that just a minute, I've got to do some twiddling here. That's better. I can also tell you that yes, Jeff Wallace is here definitely, and he's rattling on with the old anagram this evening. So what you got to remember about what you're seeing, for those of you that don't know, because this obviously the Foss Way is of course originally a Roman road. What did the Romans ever do for us? Okay. And this is the part which is, let's say, the lost bit of the Foss Way. And this comes down to down just by Shanford and the Hinckley Meadows, I think it's called, isn't it, down there that way. But anyway, just imagine for a moment as we're travelling along this what appears to be more like a dirt track, that it is indeed an ancient Roman road. And this is used quite a lot today by people walking, people with horses and stuff. They like going up and down here, and because it's out the way, it's in the middle of nowhere. And we've done quite a few features on the Foss. Now, maybe you have been up here many a time, but I like to try and see it in my mind's eye how it must have been all those hundreds of years ago. Imagine, troops of Roman soldiers going up and down to High Cross. For those that don't know, although sure you do, High Cross, very important, almost the centre of Roman England, where the Foss Way crosses, of course, the Watling Street. So I'm going to take a back seat now, and I'm just going to let you enjoy the ride to the top of High Cross. And as we get to High Cross, as you can see here, so we're at the top of right at the very top of Smocky Holler, and where the original Fossway crosses, the Watling Street. There we go, and you can see straight away that why the Romans would have chose this spot. You can see High Cross if you're over at let's say the old John Cleveland College. You can see High Cross very, very clearly, giving clear views all the way around. So them Romans, they were clever guys, they were, and that's it. There's your little trip up the old Fossway up to High Cross there, and once again I sourced that on YouTube before, and I thought, oh, Tom, we did that again. So there we go. Now, of course, the heading back down Bumblebee Lane. That's the way back. There we have it. A nice little drive out in the countryside, literally there today, and we hope that you've enjoyed that as well. Okay, now then, it would appear some people are also very clever. Jeff Wallace is here, and of course he's already cracked the anagram. And Ian Walker says, there, look at that, no roadworks, no cones, no diversions. Yeah, you see, that's how they did it. In fact, parts of that trackway did put me in mind of one or two of the lanes in Devon. Except the problem is it was far too wide for it to be a road in Devon. Far too wide. When you've been down a few Devon lanes, trust me, if you've never been down a Devon lane, you haven't driven. Yeah, it's true, honestly. They can make you well frit down there. But anyway, looking forward, which gives me a quick chance to say to the Boundary Hotel. Yeah, I know they're watching tonight, and we are looking forward to coming down and spending a few days with you at the back end of this month. Should be good. I'm going to settle down and watch myself on the TV, see how we do it. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Okay, lovely. Like Jan Kirby says, driving around the lanes of Devon, especially with a caravan. Oh, yeah, they're the things you want to do. Okay, then. So we're playing Where in Hinckley. Remember, don't put your answer up. But where in Hinckley is this? It could be one of two buildings which instantly I would say, oh, that could be such and such a place. Or, oh, it could be such and such a place. Yeah. Okay. Right. So there is Where in Hinckley. It's a shop. Oh, well, yes, you can obviously guess it must be a shop. Yeah, I might as well tell you that anyway. But whereabouts is it? Because the one of the two places it could be. It still looks the same. You've got to tell me where it is, though. Okay, that's that. Now, also, so Ian Walker he said, come on, the Lionesses. I think that means they're probably, I don't know whether they're about ready to kick off or they're scored. Secondly, we've also got our aniogram. For those of you, once again, here we go. There is the aniogram. But the thing is, we're looking for two local pubs. Democracy Queen's Thrashes, or Thrashes Queen's Democracy, or Queen's Thrashes Democracy, whichever way you want it. It could be yours, okay. But rearrange that, you'll get two local pubs. You really, really will, okay. So give it a go and let me know how well you do so far. Now then, as we move on this this Monday evening, as I say, it's hot, it's sticky, and my word, don't we need some ice cream or jelly, Dangerous Den? Yes. Daniel Coburn, you've been listening. Anyway, I'm not saying anything else. The Lionesses are about to kick off. Let's hope the girls do good, and I can give you an update during the course of this programme. We're going to Burbage now. I want you to all sit back and enjoy a little bit of vintage Burbage. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely lovely. Burbage Past is what we called that one of HDPP's little productions. I hope you enjoyed it. It's the music that does it. The beautiful Claire de Lune. It always, every time I hear that bit of music, actually, it brings back memories for me because of the late great Jack Marvin of the pantomime company, the Concordia Theatre, and of course from Earl Shilton Working Men's Club days when they used to do the pantomimes there. And I went over to see him one evening, many years ago, because he's been left us a long time now, but many years ago, I went over and he got a little baby grand piano in his bungalow in the back room. And one day, and he was talking to him, and he just flipped the lid and started playing just as they were talking, and it was just playing Claire de Lune, just honestly, and they were talking about things and just playing it, and it was so beautiful to actually hear that music live as he was talking to me, and he weren't even looking at the keys. I mean, I'd be terrible at it, but absolutely wonderful. So I always think of the wonderful Jack Marvin, bless him. Apparently, England are 1 goal up. A penalty was awarded, apparently, and they've gone 1-0 up. So well done, you Lionesses. So I'm wearing my lucky shirt, you see. That's why they're going to do. Okay, so well done indeed there. Which also goes to prove that some of you, not only watching this, you're also watching the footy. Okay then, listen, another chance to have a go at the anagram, although some people have now got it. Let's do the anagram first. Let's get it right. There's the anagram. Rearrange Democracy Queen's thrashings and you will get 2 local pubs, won't you, Jeff? And a few other clever clogs that have got it, yes. So if you rearrange that, you'll get 2 local pubs, which sort of fits in with tonight's overall things that you've seen so far, I would say. And then when you get it, just say, got it, but don't put the answer on the screen until we ask you to. Democracy Queen's thrashes, and over on Where in Hinckley, but now you see, it's not as easy as you think. Could easily be one of 2 places. There's 2 buildings like this, or extremely similar to each other. But are you seeing the same building or not? You see, it's clever stuff, and I'll explain why a little bit later. So don't worry, you all will become... I said to Mrs. G earlier on when we was walking to school this morning, I said, you see that building there? Remember it, because when I do Where in Hinckley, you're going to see what I'm saying about of. I think she has. She's gone in the other room this evening. She's left me alone here in the studio to do all this myself. But anyway, so that's Where in Hinckley. If you think you know, well, great, but hang on, because there's more to come. Good evening also to our Steve. Mr. Nosy himself has joined us tonight. So, Steve, we'll be having a nosy with you very shortly. His latest nose air. They're getting so high-tech just lately. Although the other week, Steve, we agree you should have had a better windshield on your microphone. Somehow, you want to... Anyway. Look, hey up, here they come. Kath Denny and John Denny, in they come. You 2 are on detention. Look at this down here. Look, down here, look. Yeah, you're on detention tonight. I said they're late. I know the proofreading to that book sometimes does sometimes, I know it takes your time sometimes, Kath, but there you go. Yes, I know. Right, okay, time to move on. She said, Kath said, good, I've not missed the nosy. No, we've got one more feature, because I'm feeling generous tonight. Then we'll have the nosy. One more little one, which I picked up only last night. I was having a nosy on Facebook, and I came across this little thing. I thought, oh, that's a nice little film. I think you'll enjoy this. We're going to Sutton Cheney now. And this video, which was put on last year, I think it was. But anyway, listen. Enjoy this, sit back and see what you think. A tour around a little bit of Sutton Cheney and inside the church as well. Enjoy. And a little bit of Sutton Cheney there. We've not really been to Sutton Cheney for a long time, so I thought it was time to do something about that. And that video, there was some commentary with it actually, but the lady that was doing it was so excited to be in the church. She seemed a little out of breath, and it was a bit distracting. Of course, I know the camera work is a little bit quick at times, I'm sure you'd agree. But listen, you got the essence. I think I've told you the very true story way back in 1990. 1987 it was, and we had some visitors over from the United States at the time. Bless them, no longer with us. And I said, well, I'll take you over to Sutton Cheney, because they were really into the Battle of Bosworth and everything. So takes them over to Sutton Cheney, and we went into the church, and they were absolutely blown away. You know how the Americans really love our heritage. They were blown away, thought it was fantastic. And I said, yeah, it's good, isn't it? I said, never been in here before in my life. And she could not get over it. She said, what, you've never been here? I said, nope. I said, been by at times, but never actually been in. And she could not. She said, Paul, I can't believe you've not been here. This is fantastic. You know, that's how they talk. Yeah, that's very, very true. And I said, yeah, it's amazing what's on your doorstep you tend not to bother with. So we are lucky around here. So a little bit of Sutton Cheney for you. Okay, last chance now to Where in Hinckley and our aniogram, because we've got the last feature of the day. We've got a noser coming up in just a few moments' time. I see that England are now two goals up. Brilliant. Love you, Lionesses. Well done. So, first of all, Where in Hinckley? Remember, don't put the answer on the screen, but it could be one of two places. It can be. Here we go then. So, which one of the places? Because I'll tell you, the other place is very similar. And in fact, I'll try and get it on the screen before we end the programme. The other place is very similar looking to this. But are you going to get the right one? Okay, that's Where in Hinckley. Now, meanwhile, over at the anagram, Democracy Queen's Thrushes, we're looking for two local pubs. It's pretty easy, I know. But listen, we were busy. There you go. Rearrange that, gives you two local pubs. Some people already got it, you clever clogs. Gardening, you've got to try harder. And I'm just being told it's now 3-0 for the Lionesses. I'm missing all this. I'm missing it all. Nice one, girls. Keep it up. Right, okay, there we go. So we'll have the answer for you very, very shortly. Okay, then. And I've been chatting to Clive Armstrong, who lived just around the corner from the late Jack Marvin. Brilliant, happy memories I've got of Jack Marvin all those years ago. Yeah, what a character. Okay, anything else I've been yakking about? Oh, yeah, absolutely loads while that's all been going on. So, Mr. Noser, who said it's been a bit too hot for a noser, he probably won't be going out this weekend. If you've seen the weather forecast and the way they're going on about it on the TV at the moment, then you'll know that it's going to be a bit of a warman Norman, as we would say. It's getting hot, struth, Ruth, that sort of thing, yeah. John Denny, he's a cheeky boy. I've got the anagram. I'm Where in Hinckley. I can get back to my book in peace. Nice one, John. Good lad. Okay. Alan Crop says, do I get half a point for one of the pubs? I'll give you a clue. Let me give you a clue. Well, you do, but... yeah, they're close. They are close. Let's just say you're in the right area for both pubs. That's all I should say. There you are. I'm not going to say anymore. Yeah, good. Right, moving on, our noser. Well, any of our broadcasts wouldn't be complete without a noser from our Steve Picker. And he's been going up to a few places here and there and whatnot. And this one is no exception, as he's brought the drone squad in and all the rest of them. You know what they're like. So with no further ado, settle back and enjoy tonight's nosy with our Steve.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Mr. Nosy himself, Steve Picker.
all going off here. We've got a right proper nosy club. I mean, we've got the pissed up priest, Rare Rob, Delighted Dave, and a load of cows now, look. What? They're so inquisitive. He says he's probably going to get squashed by them in a minute. You go in. Go on then. Yeah, usually if you make a loud noise, they clear off. Look at these up here, look. It's always me sorting everyone out, ain't it? I tell you. Yeah, you didn't do that before, though, when you was on your own, did you?
I really didn't know. They all followed me.
Right. Hello, hey up and hey diddly, my name is Steve. Once again, it's a great big warm welcome from myself to Let's Explore. Right, as you can see, back by popular demand, we've got everybody's favourite tribal elder, Delighted Dave himself.
Hi, folks.
Then we've got Steve Follows, the man with the golden drone, aka the pissed up priest,
Yep.
aka the walkabout Wazzock. And, hey, who's this?
Everyone's hair.
Everyone's-
favourite hair.
Everyone's favourite head of hair,
Without the woolly hat.
Rambo himself, Delighted Rob, I mean Rare Rob, but he is delighted, depends where you are with him. Right, so we've got a load of cows down here. Well, the idea was they were going to be here around us, but they've chickened out, the camera shy. Anyway, today, hopefully got an interesting one for you lined up. We've not walked this particular piece of railway before, which is below us underneath this bridge here. And we're up in eastern Leicestershire, near the Rutland or Lincolnshire border. I'm not sure which, but you'll soon find out when we look at the maps. Anyway, come on, let's go and have a nose there. Are we going this way, or what we're saying, that gap there, we don't know as
Well,
usual.
there's a gap the other side of the bridge as well.
Is there?
They're all barbed wired.
Yeah. Okie dokie, we'll have a look.
We'll have a know. There's a house just round here.
Right then, so where we're sticking his beaks in this week then, well, as you can see where the red dot does indeed always mark that spot, that is actually above a railway line known as the Saxby to Bourne railway, which was part of the Midland Railway that I think opened in 1893. Now this comes off a very famous part of the Syston to Peterborough Railway that opened in the 1840s, and there's going to be a video on this particular piece of railway in the next week or two, so I'm not going to go on about it now, but I've actually got a confession to make because I've actually ballsed this particular video up today. I wasn't going to upload it, but what happened was I made a schoolboy error. We were going through a load of undergrowth and I nearly lost my microphone, so for safety reasons I put it in my pocket until I needed it again, but I forgot. I thought that I'd still got it up near me gob, so I've done quite a bit of footage today that has got appalling sound because it was in my pocket, rubbing up against my pocket, my microphone. So you may wonder in places that it might be a bit different. I might have missed bits and there's not so much to look at, but I've done my best with what I've got. I've got some drone footage from Steve, bless him, and I've got some bits and bobs as well as Dave's photos, but off camera it was so funny today. We had a scenario with a load of sheep that were living in a cutting, and if only I'd have caught this piece of footage of Rob being chased by them. I've never seen anything so funny in my life. It was ridiculous. But yeah, fortunately, I didn't catch that. I did catch him going a bit wappy though. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go and have a bit of a nosy, shall we? Come on. Right, so we've only been walking for a few minutes and already we've come across something very interesting. So we think this then, of course, it says level on it here. So we think this is something to do with the gradient then, Dave?
Yeah.
I mean, you know more about these little bits and bobs than I do. So yeah, that's very interesting, that. I think it's the first one I've actually ever seen. Concrete made as well, look. It is, isn't it? So yeah, fascinating, that.
What's that, 264, Steve?
Yeah, 264. So is that saying above sea level?
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure how they work it. Yeah, very interesting, that. Right, so we haven't been walking for long, but we're already coming across interesting things. So just back there we had the level marker, and just here we've got quite an impressive drainage chamber and manhole actually. I mean, just look at the detail that's gone into this. I mean, this would have been built in the 1890s when the railway opened, but it's quite deep. I mean, look at that, that's about 1.5 metre deep, and there's actually a bit of infill in there, natural infill. You can just about make out the top of the pipe, but I'm not going to go down there showing you. But yeah, just look at that blue brickwork there.
Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, it's an old drain, Dave. But yeah, fascinating. Right, and as you can see, we're heading that way, and we have got a bit of jungle work, and it's always me that goes first, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
Right, let's proceed. Right, so this is why we do what we do. And it's gone. That were amazing. What an experience that was. I bet you got some good shots of that. Yeah. Amazing. Right, so the purpose of today's video then was to go out and actually explore a railway, which we kind of did. But you know, sometimes things happen out of the blue, just like this little fella here, this beautiful little baby tawny owl. Now, you've just seen its mum or dad before this, and you're about to see some fantastic photos that Dave managed to get today, but I couldn't believe it, to be honest. We're seeing him down there on the floor like that, a bit drowsy like they can be in the day. But absolutely incredible. But just check out these photos. Fantastic stuff from Delighted Dave once again. Right, as you can see, we are out of the jungle, which is just behind us there. Beautiful track bed. It's in decent condition, this, and we can see it curving around just beyond Dave up there. It's fantastic. So I've just said to Steve, get the drone out, buddy, and get some footage of us down here. It's nice bit of cutting this is, do you know what I mean? Wow, so just look at this for a bridge. I mean, that's mighty impressive. And from a distance, we weren't sure what it was. It looked like trees, it looked like an optical illusion. But you know, had there been a train running above it, you'd call it a viaduct, wouldn't you? It looks like a viaduct, but amazing bridge. You know, this railway, of course, opening in, I think, 1893. So one of the more modern bridges, if you like. But from here, it looks to be in flawless condition. Let's have a look round it. Right, so I'm just waiting for Delighted Dave and Rare Rob to catch up with me and Steve. They're in the undergrowth in there. Do you know what you've not seen today on this video? It's been treacherous in places, isn't it, Steve? This has.
Good going.
Oh yeah, good going, he says. Bloody hell. Yeah, it does make you sweat, doesn't it? Tell you what you missed. I tell you what, I wish I'd have been recording it on camera, because Rob was in a right sweat earlier. We was in a really clean cutting, the one that you've seen the drone footage of. Now there was some sheep in there, and he got chased. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I wish I'd have been recording it. Here they are, look. It's a grueler, isn't it, today?
Yep.
Absolutely. Still getting over the sheep scenario, ain't you?
Yeah, should have filmed that.
Oh yeah. What you got, Dave?
Track spacer.
Bring it to the camera. What we got?
Bit of a track spacer, isn't it?
Track spacer. Tell you what, it's a difficult one today, isn't it?
When you went, a muntjac deer ran straight in front of me and Steve.
Did it? We've seen everything. We've seen owls, cows, sheep, squirrels. What ain't we seen?
Please tell me we ain't going about that way.
No, we're not. I ain't. No, road all the way. Right, come on. What's going on here then?
Party in the park.
Hey, party in the park. I tell you what, it's been a difficult one today, Dave, hasn't it?
Non-stop Mardi Gras.
Hey, non-stop.
And I've just been electrocuted on a fence.
Well, that serves us right for trespassing. Anyway, we're cutting this short today because, to be honest, it's been a nightmare. We've got to get Dave home to go out and do some shopping. So there'll be no doubt coming back with another shitty teleportation machine, won't you?
Yep.
So short but sweet video. In truth, we're absolutely knackered because the Andy Jonesing we've had to do, it's just been unbelievable. And I tell you what, I missed the best filming opportunity of my life today when Rob got chased by some little sheep down this cutting. I've never seen anything like it, how he come running at me. It fricked me to death for a second. But one of those unfortunate moments.
Like one of them boulder, like that boulder off Indiana Jones.
Yeah, where the boulder comes
Where the boulder comes down.
Well, fantastic stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to be, to be honest with you. Probably not quite as long as Rob, I wouldn't have thought. Do you know what I mean? But bless him, he's a lad, you know. Anyway, on that bombshell, thank you to Steve again for his fantastic drone footage that I hope you're going to see. Yeah, never a chore. I'll see you at the next one. This will be probably get another 2 parts out of this one anyway, do you know what I mean? But it's something, it's a video for you to have a butcher's at anyway. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We're all knackered, I can't even concentrate.
Yeah,
come on, chaps.
Ciao.
Come on, yeah, ciao. Bonjour. See you later.
And there they were gone. You see, I said it would be a nice little nose there, and so it proved out. And what a great shot! Some of the wildlife there and stuff, and the real wildlife as well. Well done, Steve. We do appreciate you doing them videos, and I know our members certainly like it. And if you like Mr. Nosy, then don't forget, join us for our social night in September, when a chance to meet the man himself, Mr. Nosy, will be at our social night. We'll be on the stage and we'll be featuring 1 or 2 of his favourite bits of Nosy. And we'll be talking to him in a very informative way. I should be interviewing him on the stage. And your chance to ask questions to Steve. That's our September social night. Now, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. I should be away. Cancel it. So you've been warned in plenty of time. That's Mr. Nosy at our social night in September. There we go. Lots of people enjoying that, and everything is actually a good little nosy all round. Good evening, Dave Allen's just joined us. David Allen from Boston. Just as we're finishing, David, I don't know where you've been, but there you go. Just to acknowledge that we've seen that you was here. Right, time for the answers to our competitions this evening. Firstly, let's do wearing Hinckley. Now, on wearing Hinckley, you'll see now, because I've managed to get an example up in just a few moments' time, you'll be able to see exactly what's going on. On wearing Hinckley, here we go. This is what we've been asking, wearing Hinckley. Right. Yeah, Daniel, come along that night on the social night. Be good to see you, mate. Absolutely. Oh, and Dennis Perkins says, I'm not on holiday when Steve comes for once. Good. Oh, and Queen Bee says, got the anagram. Right, okay, so on the screen, we're doing wearing Hinckley. Let's see who can get. Anybody guess where in Hinckley is today? I'm just going to wait for a few moments, give people a chance to put their answers on the screen. Okay. Maureen Harris said, the Mind Charity Shop, Castle Street. Mind Charity Shop, the lower one, not the furniture one. I know what you mean, John. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. But let me just put the answer up on there. So well done. This is indeed, it was empty. It's now empty, actually, but I will give you, yes, you are quite correct. It's the Mind Charity Shop that was the lower one. Absolutely. Now then, just keep that picture in your mind for a moment, look. So that's where we're looking. I was saying it could be one of 2 places. And people were saying, well, you'll see. Look at the similarities when I show you this picture. There. Would you not say they look similar? I would say so. So you got that building there. In fact, it's not the best. Let me just see if I can zoom out a little bit. There you are. Look, you see. It could very easily have been that one, you see. But indeed, it was the Mind Shop. So, like I say, it could have been one of 2 places. Could have easily have happened that way. Okay, then. So that's that. So let's move on to, of course, our anagram. And the anagram, well, pretty easy actually. Most people getting it right straight off, which always annoys me because I think, well, why do I bother? Jennifer Richard, I knew it was a charity shop, but I couldn't name it. Right. Okay then. Right then. It always makes me laugh. Jan always puts the answer in just after everybody else has. I love you, Jan. John Denny's got the anagram right, yes, and so has Jeff Wallace. Queen's Head and the Sycamores. No, John, you are wrong. I'm looking for the Checkers and Sycamores, not Queen's Head and Sycamore. It ain't a Queen's Head in Burbage, because these were Burbage ones. But I see where you got it from, John. Queen's Head, but actually I was actually looking for Checkers and Sycamores. That's what I was actually looking, as David Blower was doing the same. So John, that means an extra night in front of your book, getting it ready for our Christmas release, doesn't it? Maureen Harris says yes, Checkers and Sycamores. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, John, trying to catch you out. Get back up there. Get back up and get your book done. There you go. Lovely. Well done, everybody. It's great that you're all having a go on this very sort of warm evening. And the girls in the football was about 6-0. I'm just saying. So there we go. Right. Okay. Now, as we say, that's about it for another night here at HDPP. Obviously, with me wearing my lucky shirt for the girls tonight, it's doing all the tricks. That's good. We're going to wrap it up now. You can get off and enjoy the rest of your evening. And now, please be careful and be careful in that heat. Now, I have got my glass of water here. Drink plenty of water. I know you can have a pint by all means, but mainly it's got to be water this day and age, because I want you all. But I want you all to be here. And why John Denny is screaming the odds down there. Look. Screaming the odds is always everybody now. Where's the book, John? That's all I'm going to say. You've got an N in it. John. Get back to your book. Please. Now, okay. 6-0 half-time, girls. Well done. Going to call it a day. And like I say, we'll look forward to your company. Next Monday night, when we'll have it all over again, if we're not all melted away by then. All right. Lovely. Thank you very much for joining me. See you next week. Remember to keep it live and to keep it HDPP. Oh, hello. Well, fancy you coming back here. Yes, welcome to my little abode. This is the part of the programme we never talk about. It's the bit where we nip back and we try and send you to sleep. Well, it's going to be hot and sticky in bed tonight. Don't worry about that. Yeah, sleeping with toast in your bed, hot and sticky. So yeah, it's not worth it. This is a bit where we give you a little chuckle to sort of end your day with. Absolutely, we do. And today I am got the Dad Jokes book tonight. I didn't get a chance to get any off the internet, to be totally honest. Things going on in the background I can't tell you about. But however, let's go for it. Let's see what we can do. Is everybody ready over there? Okay then. Little Red Riding Hood has been found in critical condition. Paramedics have stabilised her condition, but she's not out of the woods yet. I like it. Stop it. What do you call two monkeys that share an Amazon account? Primates. I was a bit cranky with my neighbour today. Yesterday, he kept playing the same Lionel Richie song over and over at full blast. I wouldn't mind normally, but it was all night long. What did the priest shout at the salad bar? Let us pray. Let us. Lionel Messi goes up to a girl in a nightclub and says, "Get your coat, you've pulled." She replies, "Wow, that was a little forward." And finally, a cement mixer has collided with a prison van. Motorists are asked to look out for 16 hardened criminals. Said it to be good. Said it to be good. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, he'll end up with the hiccups, you see. Told ya. I look forward to your company next week. Please join me then if you can. Until then, take care and remember to keep cool. Good night.